Okay, so today we're just going to do a short little one. I'm going to try to give a few short little informational things. I think that might be more helpful. Anyway, we've been talking about this, trying to get these contracts on the chain. Um, and what I'm going to do today is show you a little bit about debugging in these web browsers. So let me see if I can. Often if you're not on a local system, it's a little harder. But when you go in, and this is Chrome, and it's similar in the other ones, you get more tools and developer tools, and as you can see, you got a bunch of. This is the see if I. Normally I like to get it to pop out, but we'll keep it like this for now. If you can see here, you can see now your JavaScript, your JS files. And this one even has React development tools, because sometimes you don't even get to I've been in situations you didn't even get that the React dev tools, but this is helpful because this will show you a bit more. This is okay. This is React. Oh, okay. This is just the back end of their tools, but you got all these little polka dot, all the code here, and let's see what we got. Usually, so main, you got the different codes, and what you can do here is, let's see, you should be able to put breakpoints and such. So, for example, upload and let's see if we can find that in here. So you can just do a search on there and upload. Let's see if we can find it. Label. This is okay. Now you can see that. So let's have a look here. So you can see what I'm trying to do here is find, let's do deploy. That would probably be to deploy. I don't know if this is going to work. Okay, look at this. So you might come here and you can set breakpoints, and if you that'll deactivate all the breakpoints. So sometimes when you're trying to debug these things, it'll just, you have a breakpoint at a place that's just constantly stopping. So let's see if we can find the so is disabled, not false. Okay. So this particular button now this is not, this is a, what's the type, what's the file here? This is a JavaScript, but I'm wondering, they're using something I'm not entirely, the CR, well, it's not the point to debug it right now. The point is to show you that these are the types of tools you can use to see what's going on the front end if that's where you run into issue, which is what the case is here. So apparently you got this is disabled and is set to not F. And this is not, oh, this is, it's okay. So if F is not true, then it's disabled. So the question is the next step would be, so now you can see the actual code in the debugger, and this is on the actual chain, but you can actually see it, and then you can go and search. So you got these full types of tools that you would use in, like you would have in a C or a Java debugger. You have this sort of thing. You also have a lot of other things like console, which will give you different messages. For example, one thing we can do is clear it and then go back here and see what happens when we hit next. So when we hit next, we go to this breakpoint here, and so it's setting up the header. And so this is one of those. So let's disable this breakpoint here. Another thing you can do, again, is look at the console. Let's get back. Let's get this going. All right. So let's look at the console. We did not get any errors. So there's something, obviously you can see that it has something to do with that variable which determines whether it's disabled or enabled. The other thing you can do is, this is under network. You can see what calls were made, status of the call, how long it took. You can look at performance. You can look at memory. I usually use network and sources and console. Console to see if there's actually an error. Sources to actually put breakpoints. And then network to see what calls are actually being made. See, this says that you had a call and it returned okay, and the initially, that's interesting. So this is the kind of stuff you will see, and interestingly enough, it's giving me this error. So one thing you can do is look for, well, what is that, So that's pretty much for today. What I'm trying to do, my goal for today was to introduce you to these developer tools if you're not already familiar with them, and see that there are a number of things you can do. Again, console will show errors that occur. Sources will let you put in breakpoints. You can also look at the call stack. You can look at variables and things like that here. And you can step, just like a regular debugger. And network will show you your calls. So just a little short tutorial on the developer tools in Chrome. Very similar in other browsers. And if this has been helpful, please give it a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe, and I will speak to you next time.